Hello my scrappy friends, and welcome to both my channel and the Scrapping Clearly channel. Today I have something a little different for you. I'm going to create a little mini album. So Kylie sent me, as I've mentioned before, all this beautiful Minc stuff. Plus I've got lots of other bits and pieces. I've got the basis here for what my album is going to be like. I'll share the photos in the next bit of the video, but I've got all these little bits and pieces here. Hello, adorbs, spectacular. So the ones that have already got holes, I've just put straight onto my little ring. This is a tag from C'est La Vie ephemera pack. These are some laminator pouches by Heidi Swap. So the bits that don't have holes, I've just kind of stuck them in where I think I want them to go. Another Heidi Swap Minc piece. Whoa. Some more, another one of those lamination pouches. A tag from a Minc pack. Lamination pouch. I think I need to put something in between here. Another lamination pouch. Maybe that little tag. A Minc tag. I think I'm going to make a shaker pocket. And then this from another one of the Heidi Swap. Oh. From one of the Minc packs. It says, when you love what you have everything you need. So I've got some photos from Hunter's newborn photo shoot that I'm going to be using for this. I've got my pink and my mint foil. It's roughly how my album's going to look, maybe. I've got my Minc alphabet. I've got these stickers from Studio Calico. I'll probably use the text. I'm not a big fan of purple. I've got these little clips, which are really fun. They're black and white. I thought that would go really well. I've got this camera stick thing from a Heidi Swap pack. I think I'm going to just pull the stick out or cut it off or something and just use the camera. And then I've got these puffy stickers. So I am going to get creating, but I have life first. And I shall be back sharing when I get to it. So I hope you enjoy this video. Something different for me. But I shall speak to you very soon. Bye! So I'm back. I'm just showing you the photos I'm using. As I mentioned, I'm using these photos from Hunter's newborn photo shoot. He was about 9 days old, I think, when we had these photos taken. And he was just, these photos are just adorable. I love them. I actually forgot I had them. And then when I started to put together this idea, I kind of went, what soft, kind of cute, kind of not masculine photos can I use for this? So I thought baby photos would be perfect. So what I'm doing is you saw that I had a rough idea of how my album was going to go together, and I knew that I wanted to foil the pinker pieces with the mint foil and the minter pieces, minter? I don't think that's a word, with pink foil. Sorry, I just keep getting confused. So you can see that I've just placed all my pieces in my sheet page protector thingy. I can't remember the name of it that goes through my Minc. And I'm just doing the first lot of the mint foil. I am not going to make you watch all of that, but you can see in the bowl on the left hand side there, that's all my pieces mint. I'm going to trim down my photos. These, so that's 2 4x6 photos that I've got there. So the photos are all printed to about 2 by 3 inches. You will have seen already, I think, that I've chopped some of them down. If you've come from the blog, you will have seen that I've already chopped some of the photos down. After I did all my minking, I went, oh duh, I need to laminate these pouches. So I got the Minc out again. And now I'm just going to start putting my album together. At this point, I was a little bit like, oh my goodness, have I got myself in way over my head? What am I doing? I'm not a mini album person. How am I going to make this work? And you will see in a few minutes that changes. So I'm starting by working on, I guess this is kind of my title page, for want of a better word. Just putting his initials there, and I'm going to do a little bit of embellishing. Not very much. So those alphas are the Heidi Swap striped Minc Bull alphas, and I have minked those in the mint foil. Now you can see on my sticker there I've got Hey There. I thought Hey There was perfect for a album of newborn baby photos. Just repositioning those to exactly where I want them. I just want a little cluster down the bottom, and then I really like that this tag is see-through. I place that camera, which is from the Heidi Swap No Limits range. There, you can see on the right hand side there's a stick and another camera, so it was double-sided with the stick, and I just pulled it apart and just used the camera. So here I'm kind of going, okay, how am I going to put my album together? What am I going to do here? And you can see I'm going to put the pages in order of how I think I want them. And it pretty much stays like this. It does change a little bit, but this is pretty much the way that it's going to stay. So here is where, so I started thinking and overthinking about what photos I was going to use and how I was going to make it work. And you'll see I'm going to just start picking photos to go with pages and just putting things together. So by the time I got to this point, everything just kind of happened. It just flowed. I put photos with, excuse me, sorry, with pages and just ran with it. So here is where I decided what I was going to do with these frames. This is totally different to what I thought I was going to do, but I really love how it turned out, something different. So now I've got an idea of how I'm going to do this, and I'm literally just going to quickly go through and add photos to tags, to whatever backing thing I'm using, and go with it. This photo that I'm working on right now is one of my absolute all-time favorites of Hunter. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you've read the blog post, you already know this, but we do have a big canvas of this in colour on our wall. This is just my all-time favourite photo of him. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But I kind of went, you know what, I might put a butterfly with that. And I've got a little container next to my work area with a few of those butterflies. So I just fussy cut that out. And here I go. I'm just sticking things down. I'm not overthinking it. I'm like, I wonder if I can trim this down. Oh yeah, I'll trim that down. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah, I'll trim it down a bit more and add some tape and stick it down. So I really love how this came together. It just, once I worked out what I was doing, it just flowed really beautifully. So I'm just using my ATG here to glue the frame to the photo, and then I'm going to glue the photo to the frame and the photo, and then the other frame to the frame and the photos. Does that make sense? I did find that these didn't want to stick together, so I do end up using a bit of wet glue, but I'm not sure where the footage for that disappeared to. I have got, there are some, I do add a few more bits and pieces after I stop recording, and they're just little, like there's a clothespin and some little American Crafts clips and stuff. I did think I was going to add some stitching to this, but then I just kind of went, no, I actually really like how it looks. Here, so because that sticker's hanging over the edge a little bit, I used some of the backing sheet so that it didn't stick to everything, and I'm going to stick the arrow that came in that sticker sheet as well, just to cover up some of that a little bit so it's not so glaringly obvious. I'm going to use a foam square in the middle of this butterfly so that he can pop up. I'm denied about adding extra to this one, dropping it down. I add another butterfly here. This little photo, you can't see it very well in the video, but you can see it really well in the still shots. He has got the cheekiest little grin on his face. It is an absolutely adorable photo, and until I went back through these photos, I forgot we had it. I really need to do something with these photos, I think, and add them to his album, especially my favourites. But he's just got the cheekiest little grin on his face. I should have been prepared then. Oh look, there's the footage. Should have been prepared back then, like on day 9, that he was going to be my mischievous child. So I just put some wet glue between those layers and then plonked it underneath my trimmer. Okay, so I just randomly started punching holes. Kind of went, yeah, oh yeah. There's one photo where I kind of went, oh, maybe I shouldn't have punched that there, but it's done now. I did intentionally not punch always top middle. I did like the difference. So that photo there, there's actually the holes through his beanie, but it's not really noticeable. But now that I know it's there, I'm like, oh, his poor little head. But yeah, he obviously doesn't actually have a hole in his head. I'm just using my crocodile to add some holes to all of these pieces. You will see in the stills as well that the frame, so you'll see that I'm going to add this just hanging off as it is. I actually add one of the little clips to the frame and then hang it from the hook of the frame. I've got a little bit of a flip through here of all the bits and pieces. I really love how this little album came together. It's just, I think it's really sweet and adorable. I think I'm allowed to say that about my own work, but that's okay. I really like it. Hunter said when he saw it, "Mummy, why is it all photos of me?" Which was very cute. But yeah, so I really surprised myself with putting this together. That's what I wanted to do, but I really love it. I think it's really cute. And yeah, I gave myself a challenge to use those tags, the laminated ones, and I'm really, really happy with it. So as always, thank you ever so much for stopping by. I do have a ton of photos. I have taken photos of every single page so that you can see all the details I added afterwards. You can see there that clip that I added to the front. But I just love it. It fits into my hand. That's how big it is. And I think it's really sweet. Something that maybe one day he can show his kids or something. I don't know. Maybe it's something I'll keep and show my grandkids one day. Anyway, thank you as always for stopping by. Look at his squishy little face. I just love it. Thanks for stopping by. I will stop swooning all over my 5-year-old baby that's no longer this cute and squishy, but he's still cute. And I will leave you with all of these still photos. Thank you for stopping by. Have a fantastic scrappy day, and I shall see you again soon. Bye!